is excited about their future. Hope everybody is happy or in pursuit of happiness. This is your boy, Freddie Johnson, aka, Clippers to Commas. And just want to share the fact that, this thing is a journey, man. This thing called entrepreneurship is not something that we can just expect to just have overnight success with. Yes, there are outliers. Yes, there are people who we see that at least appear to be overnight successes. But for the most part, this is a long process. For the most part, just like Nipsey says all the time, this is a marathon. This is not something that's just a sprint. This is not something that's just a race. And at the end of the day, it's important for everybody to run their own pace. It's important for everybody to know what lane you're in, what you're focused on, what your exit strategies are, so that you can be able to know the end from the beginning. And, it's important for us to understand that we are made in the image and likeness of God. So when he created the heavens and the earth, he already had an exit plan. When he created the heavens and the earth, and he created man and, created everything in the earth, he already had an exit plan right from the beginning. So it's important for us who are made in the image and likeness of God to do the exact same thing. Like I said before, I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself as well. You know what I'm saying? So there is a power in knowing where you're going. There is a power in knowing where you plan to end up at the beginning of the deal. It's because when trials come up, when challenges come up, when people ask questions, when investors ask where you're going, when future partner asks where you're going, you're not trying to figure it out as you're going along. Like, you're not trying to put your speech together, you know what I'm saying, and make it sound convincing as you're going along. You already have it set. You already have it written down. You already have it planned in your mind where all of this is going to end up. And it's important for you to have that, because in the book of Amos, it talks about, how can two come together except they be agreed? There's a lot of people who misquote that scripture. How can two come together, or how can two walk together unless they agree? No, the scripture says, how can two walk together unless they be agreed? They have to come into agreement. That agreement has to be established. It has to be communicated. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a question, where are you going? And then there has to be an answer. You know what I'm saying? In order for there to be agreement, in order for, us to be able to come together and say, yeah, we can do that. We can rock with that. And in some cases too, there might have to be a compromise. In some cases, there might have to be, okay, let us go this far, or let us go this way, in order to be able to get to our final destination. Or when we get to our final destination, let us take this approach, or let us take that approach. You know what I'm saying? And then the two agree, right? Because they come into agreement on where they're going and where they're going to end up. So when we sit down in the beginning of a business transaction, it's important that we have all this necessary information in the contract in the beginning. We have to know where we're going. We have to have a plan on where we're going to end up. Now, this is not something that we're going to perfect right in the beginning. This is not something that we're going to have, down pat perfect right from the start. But as you go along, you learn to crystallize your vision. As you go along, you learn to crystallize, your dream, your goal. So everybody can be clearly on the same page. There's no confusion or anything like that. You learn to ask the right questions. You learn the proper way to answer certain questions. You learn to get better and better at casting the vision, because these are the things